try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. The hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A man who played his prep ball in nearby Frisco, it's Kene Nwangu. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And some room to roam now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Prescott. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. K.J. Hamler, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. This is Grant. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Cowboys at 14-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Here's Grant. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check three. Watch the ship.
They go back to Grant, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Max 22, Max 22. Come off the ball.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Right there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion.
Man, this game, man, this bullshit, dog. Bullshit.
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Won't
and
these
here he
boys?
finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go, D. All day. Check.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Crunch. Check. Hot.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They will run with Grant. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps him advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight down. There you go. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 31. Check 31. Shoot. Kill. Here go 46.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tighten up. Shoot. Here go kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
57
Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, Grant. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott being chased out left. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
I'm trying not to score.
His 21st
Motherfucker.
touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs
Damn.
are an extra point away from tying
You
this
breaking
game
all
here
these
in the final
fucking
minutes.
tackles, dog.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just
Oh,
need to split the points, tie it up,
shit.
and their
I'm
defense is gonna
trying not
hold up
to
send it
score.
overtime.
Yeah, no matter what, I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
I'm trying. Oh, Lord.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here.
This
21
nigga
all
breaking
the
there.
scores. The kicks
Doo-doo.
away.
Doo-doo.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. the special teams coach. What is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Open man lane.
Man, you got to be kidding fucking
Third and final timeout.
firing this man.
26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Dak.
Ain't nobody you.
Took a shot.
Ah!
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh! Oh!
Football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Across the formation.
Get your ass out of bounds.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Don't call it a comeback! I've been here for years! I've been in this motherfucker for years! Don't call it a comeback! I've been here for fucking years!
Kansas City, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it.
Don't call it a comeback!
But they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking